G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video and welcome to a very windy day, of course. So in front of me here we have the mighty R31. His name is Laurence. If you haven't seen, we picked him up for a pretty good deal. He's a TI. In the last video we got her running, or I say her, but him, we got him running. In today's video we're going to clean him up because stuff like this, cobwebs and all this crap at the front, and it's just looking a bit derelict at the moment. The roof just has like a film of crap over the top of it. Same with the boot. Now this car, I actually got in contact with one of the old owners. So this car actually has had a paint job, and no wonder it looks so immaculate. So my main goal for this video is to clean it up. I'm gonna give him a wash today. I'm gonna go try and hunt my TI stockies that I have for it. I also just brought another TI stocky for it. So we've got an interior, we have a seat that's not even bolted in. So this seat's just chilling. I did manage to get another one of these clips. Thank you so much to one of the subscribers from Keep It Read the other night that gave it to me. I have it in the patrol here somewhere. Here's our less patrol. And there it is. So it is in the brown color. So we'll just give it a paint. Not the end of the world. And that should go like so. Like that. Beautiful. Actually looks nice matching the tan color, because the other ones are all black. If you also remember from when we got this car running, you'll probably also remember that we had a hectic fuel leak at the front here. So the other day I came past here and just before work I actually replaced this whole rail and put new injectors in, not brand new but second hand. Massive thanks to my buddy Scotty for supplying me a fuel rail and injectors for it. And I'll show you the old rail injectors. So this is our old rail and injectors. So if we have a look at injector 1 here, look at the tear where it was pissing out fuel. So the injectors themselves are fine, so I can reuse this for another application or whatever, but just the hose there has completely decayed and just torn, and no wonder it was spitting fuel everywhere. So with this other rail line, it didn't actually take me too long, probably took me about an hour and a half to do it all. I just took plenty of photos and that just to make sure the vacuum lines went where they're supposed to go. Let's start Laurence up. It did start before because I did move it in the middle of the driveway. Look at that. What a beast. Still got a bit of a misfire when she runs cold, but no more leaks. All I can smell now is just exhaust fumes from that leak. That's the only leak we've got to attend to. So it's the, right there I can feel it around the whole cat's ear flange here. It's just at the back by the looks of it. So right there. Rev it up. This one's good from what it was when we first got it going. So the other day I ran it for about half an hour, and once it gets warm, this little misfire it has on the cold goes away. So it could be an injector coming back to life or whatnot, but it does run. But you can see how dirty this engine bay is. So I want to clean all that today. So we'll give it a sponge bath and see how she looks. Look at all this dirt and crap. I want to get it off and make it look brand spanker. So I'm going to get some washing supply sorted. I haven't got a snow foam or anything, but I do have my pressure washer here, and I do have some cleaning products and a bucket and a sponge. I feel like when we wash this car we need to play like Fergie My Humps or something, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to let it run for a bit while I gather up all my supplies and washing stuff and try not to sneeze. It's going to happen, isn't it? Oh my god. There's a patrol, isn't she pretty? Doing daily duties at the moment. Beautiful lift kit in there. Alright, let's wash this slut. Now this is just like super cheap auto wash and wax stuff. And just give her a nice rinsey roo. This is his first bath in over 3 years. He'll definitely love us back after this. What do you reckon, guys? Should I do this in my little mankini? probably get the views up, eh? All right, I'm gonna continue with this, guys, and I'll bring you back when she's ready for a rinse. All right, guys, now she's nice and soaked. So I let that soak for about 10 minutes, and now we're gonna hit her with the pressure washer again. So get all the soap off. Well, guys, she has come up amazing. What a difference. So I haven't even shamed it off yet. She's just sort of flashing off. But I was thinking, guys, how about we speed dry it off? How about we take it for its first drive in 3 years? Now, I'll be honest with you guys, I've driven it out of the driveway and I went around the court and then back in just to make sure it works. It works, sort of. It was running on like 2-3 cylinders because the new injectors I put in had to kick in. And now it's running mint, so I reckon we actually take it for a proper drive now. I've never driven it properly, so this is going to be a proper first drive. So I think that's a good way to dry it off. So how about we jump in? And I did give the engine bay a bit of a hose while the car was running, just off camera. Good way to do it, so you don't soak all the electrics. I just covered the electrics up with a tarp. Fires right up. What do you reckon, guys? We go for a drive. Ooh. Let's do it. First time putting the seatbelt on in the old girl. Wow. The wipers are shit. Drive. Yeah. Got no power steering, so it's gonna be fun. I'm actually a bit nervous, guys. I think the front, well, that's the brakes. See, I put my foot on the brakes, you can hear it grinding because there's probably rust and stuff on them. Went to stall then. All right, we're going. Will it shift? Oh, second, yes! You can hear that exhaust leak. We're driving. It's so nerve-wracking. The steering's wandering a bit, so. Do we have brakes? Oh, brakes work really well. I'm gonna punch it. It's running on 6, definitely running on 6. Indicators work. Into this. I'm pretty sure the front right guard lining is a drop down, so it might rub, but I'm gonna punch it. Goes good. Definitely feels like a 31. Down low, still a little bit rough, so I gotta figure out what's going on there. That exhaust leak. The exhaust leak's so bad. It's like right in front of the passenger footwell, so I can hear it pretty loudly. Put down. Oh, backfire through the. Oh, she wanders a bit, so it's probably going to need some suspension stuff and brakes, but it drives. First drive in 3 years. I keep thinking the engine dies on me because the steering goes. I'm so used to that. Because the steering's so hard, it feels like the motor's going, but. It's there. Still got a misfire down low. Oh! Oh! It did it. Try and clear it out a bit. Hopefully it's not like chewing through fuel either, because we haven't got much in it. Yeah, it's got a misfire. It's not like before where it was like drop the cylinder misfire, it's like properly misfiring, so hopefully maybe just driving it around it might go away, but it drove. First time in over 3 years and drives like a Skyline does. A little bit jittery down low, but other than that, like once you punch it, it chimes on all 6, it goes, so yeah. have to give the engine bay a bit of a wipe down too. Battery moved a bit. The engine bay actually cleaned up, it's not too bad. I just hit it with a bit of a hose, so I might go over with a rag and see how much better it looks. Yeah, just a quick wipe down with a rag. Looks much better. Still gotta hit the Vizzy and stuff at the front here, so I might put some of that Maguire stuff I have on it. Bring back the blackness in all the trims and all your pipes and stuff, but clean up really nice. Still drying off. Got all that gunk and crap, we got it all off the back, so very nice. Alright guys, welcome to my stash out the back. So I found my TI wheels. I found 3 of them. I've got another one at my other house and I've got another one coming. So they're not in bad nick, they just need a nice polish up. I did polish them freaking years ago, and the reason I got another one is because this one over here, I remember I popped the set with these tyres on and I just kept going on the wheel and we buggered the lip of the wheel. So that's just got like tyre silicone stopping it from leaking air, but the only problem with this tyre is I absolutely blew it on the last track day in the 31. But the good news is I have a stash of pretty good tyres over here. These are I think they're 195 65s. They're still pretty decent, so I found 4 of them so I can whack them on the TI stockies. Now depending if we decide to actually keep this car or sell it, I just want them on there for now just to roll it around, and then we can put some new tyres on it down the track. I think what I'll do is I'll take these to my mate's place, get the tyres changed over. Yeah, I'll go pick the other one up so we can have 4 good ones, and then we'll have that one as a spare. But yeah, I've got so many freaking tyres out here, guys. I had to go through my stash over there, these ones here, they even have some right down the back there. So yeah, so I found some tyres. Should get us out of trouble. If we have one of the bad ones there, we have 2 smaller tyres here. These are, I think they're 185s. Where are they? Yeah, they're 185s. 185 and 55s, so they're a bit smaller. So it doesn't matter if we run the small ones on the front or whatever, and the fatties on the back. We'll make something work. But we'll keep digging and get a pile together and take what we need. Alright guys, so with the TI wheels on standby, we'll probably sort that out in a week or 2. I want to come into the passenger side here and see what's going on with this seat. So it's got 1 bolt at the back of this seat, and after scurrying around and looking inside the car, I think I found the seat bolts. So I'm going to try and I remember one of these was stripped. I remember my mate had this off for a while because one of the seat bolts was stripped. So I'm going to get my toolkit and I'm going to run these seat bolts in and hopefully have this seat secured. I was not doing this because when I was driving it, that's all I could see. So yeah, but we have to really get up in these door jambs and give it all a clean. Look at all the cobwebs in there, who knows what the hell's living in there. I found a blanking cap in the boot for the mirror, but it's for the manual mirror, so it's got a hole there. So it is electric mirrors, but it's got the hole there, not the end of the world. But I love how freaking nice these door cards are. They're so nice. I'd love to daily this thing. I still have no idea what I want to do with this car, guys. Good news. One went in. I'm just about to tighten him up now. So that one's gone in nicely. This one, well, this was the cross-threaded one. And we're going to use the power of 1,000 suns to tighten it. But the seat is in. Let's have a seat on the passenger side. And we're not going to fly into the rear seats. Nice. Now I can take the passengers out for a chap light. So I'm still going to have a look around. See, oh, there's the proper wheel nuts for it. That's the proper wheel nuts for it, for the back. The stupid ones that are now I can't get off. What's this? Ah, the touch-up pin. Alright guys, so now that we have the passenger seat nice and firmly bolted in, I noticed on the front right we're missing the bolt here, so I just ran that in. Now this seat's nice and tight too. It's beautiful. So what I wanted to do now is get rid of this shit and see how bad the wheel is underneath. So I have no idea how bad it is. Probably pitted. They usually pit, or it might have chunks missing. I can't feel chunks missing, but we're about to find out. They've wrapped all the way down the side here. Oh, we're getting to, looks like glue. It's probably gonna be very sticky. Oh, there's some pitting there, but it's not nothing crazy. I can't really see anything. Like there's some pits there. They're very common. My other TI, it does not even like, it's still like, yeah, right. It's not even spinning on the on the metal rim. It's not bad at all. I don't know why. All that is just glue from the tape, so the wheel's actually in good condition. Oh shit, there goes the wipers. There goes the wipers, sorry. Oh no, it's putting poop on the window now. Putting crap. All right, all that's gone. That looks so much better. The only thing I can really see is behind it. Oh fuck, I can't even show you. How do I get there? How do I get there? There's like a, I don't even see where my finger is. There's like a hole there. Can you guys even see that? I don't even know, but the wheel itself is actually really good. It's a bit sticky from that crap, but like, it's not that bad. The fuel gauge definitely works because it was just on the first little line. It's slowly relaxing now, so I think the fuel gauge does work, which is great. So we just got to figure out the temperature gauge and the oil pressure. The oil pressure plug for the switch is not connected, so I've got to rectify that. So this head unit's not even bolted in, so I want to rip all this shit out. And I know there's screws. Take this out. Oh no, that was what was holding it in. There we go. It's just sitting in there. This hasn't even got a thing. It's not even connected. Oh, it is, but it doesn't even have like the ears to screw it in. So I'm going to go in that head unit box in the back and see if we can screw it in. I just want to really neaten this car up before we drive it. So there's a head unit box in the back. Let's see if it's got like any of the ears or anything. Oh Jesus Christ, it just opened. Brother. Oh, for goodness sakes. Hey, clutch fork thing for a manual. Keep that. Oh, we've got zip ties. What the hell are they? Oh, they're freaking, these LEDs. How do these work? Tuck them in. Oh, if it's got LEDs at the moment, I don't think so. Let's have a look. Has it got LEDs? Oh, stop yelling at me. No, it's just normal halogens. What if the LEDs will work? Maybe we'll chuck them in. It's getting dark soon. I really want to fight the darkness. It's a bit racist. Oh, we have like a full, this like a battery. What the hell? Oh, it's another negative terminal. There's an alphane bushes. I'm trying to find like head unit ears. Do you have any? This is stuff. The fusion sticker. Nice. Oh, I wonder if we find out. We found more plastics. I wonder if our blanking plate things are in here. Oh, these are all for the back of the seats. I got more wheel nuts. These are the freaking proper wheel nuts, eh? Not the stupid things that are on it now. They're so much better. It looks so nice with the TI wheels. Even though the center caps will cover it up. I'm not finding any head unit ears, but I do have some spare head unit boxes at my other place, so I'll find a set with some screws. God, there's so many wheel nuts. Oh my God, look! That's what we need to replace. That's the exhaust gasket that's leaking. That's a brand new one. I'm gonna put that inside so it doesn't get any rust or anything on it like it has now. Perfect. Saves me ordering one. Thank God for that. I really probably should have gone through this. It'd be funny if we found a brand new fuel pump or something in it. We already ordered it. All right. Oh, that's a bezel trim, but that's for a double din. It's all, oh yeah, switches. Yeah, no ears. Nothing in here. Actually, I might plug these HIDs and see if they work. I wonder if there's like a conversion kit for H4. All right, I'm gonna muck around on the camera and see if we can get any of this shit to work. Well guys, it's about 5 days later and we're back. We're back to the mighty Laurence. So, pulled her out, did a bit of a U-banger and chucked her back in the driveway, and she's still looking, or sorry, I keep saying she. He's still looking pristine at the moment. So, I've noticed at the front here, our tyres, look at this. Look at that cracking, that's a no-go. So these tyres are just old, dry rotted, and the back ones are fine. For some reason the front two, luckily we can take them off, are bad. So I went through my stash out the back and I found 2 GX wheels with brand new tyres on them. And they're actually brand new because I chucked these on. You can still see the lines on them. I chucked them on when we were going to use them as skidders on my 31 drift car. And we couldn't do the drift day because of COVID. We went into lockdown like the day before, I'm pretty sure, of the drift event. So I had these lying around the back and I thought I'd change these on the front. Still haven't had a chance to get the TIs done, so I reckon I'm gonna get them done after we take it to my other place. But I was having a look around the garage and I found these. I have 4 GX hubcaps that I've had hanging around. Actually, I've got another one of those. I've actually got 3 of the black banded ones like these. And these actually came on my red 31 when I first bought it. I'm pretty sure I have more lying around. I think they're like somewhere behind the desk or something, but I have heaps of these. So I think if we clean these up, these have been hanging up for about, I think like 8 years in the garage. They're a bit dusty, but I reckon if we sit one of them on like that, sit that on temporarily. Oh, it's gonna look sick. It's gonna look like a full GX, so well, essentially it's gonna be a GX mock-up to a TI. That's pretty funny. Also today, while we're still going on this beast, let's open the bonnet. Actually, when I started it today, there was no misfire or nothing. She ran really, really smoothly. I'm gonna get, where is she? I'm gonna get this bugger and try and fix our pesky exhaust leak that is right in there. So literally just gonna unbolt 3 bolts and drop that section of exhaust down and put our new cat's ear flange in. It literally looks like a mast, doesn't it? So we'll put those 2 GX steelies on the front. So we've got brand new tyres on the front because I'd rather have brand new steer tyres. When I change to the TI wheels at the better tyres, at least these will be good skidders and smoke them up. I think first thing we'll do is we'll crack all these wheel nuts, and then we'll jack the car up, change the wheels over, and we'll get under the car, put some stands under it, and start undoing those exhaust bolts now that I've had the car run for a bit, so it's a little bit warm. Let's make him ready to be driven. It's been sitting here for 5 days. It has rained a bit, so it's got some rain spots on it. I'll have to clean him up a bit. Now I have noticed, so here we have this missing paint on these. These always, for some reason, always peel. My red GX is the same. I'm hoping that I've got this touch-up pen. I'm hoping we can maybe touch this up a bit. Now, from memory, these are like a cap with like a brush on them, not an actual pen. So I might have to give it a shake, and we'll see if we can just clean that up a bit and see if it comes back to life. Oh well, that looks disgusting, but it's better than seeing white. Very hard to do off camera because there's like a, I'll show you guys if I can do it with my one hand. If you take this lid off, so it's like a brush. So like a brush comes out, and yeah, a lot of it's dried up. So if there's any like marks on the car where there's like, you can see any white primer in it, this would be good just to hide it. So something like this, I think that's a bit of paint chip there. We can touch that up. And anything on filler panels, plastic bits, you name it. All right, so working on the front right first, because we're gonna do the exhaust leak the other side, so we'll take this one off first. General overview is not bad in here. It's, you know, not much going on. Got king springs, which we established in the last video. Yeah, it looks pretty nice in here. Nothing out of the ordinary. Sway bar bushes, the end link bushes are gone, so luckily I have new ones in the boot, so we'll change them probably another day. Yeah, not really much else going on here. I just off camera quickly zip tied the guard lining because it was falling apart. So I just got to chuck another one over there, hold it all together because all the clips are missing. And yeah, so not much going on under there. Grab our tyre. I don't think there's a directional, there's just supposed to be skidders anyway. No, it all seems to be fine. They are filthy because they've been sitting in the backyard for well over a year now, probably nearly 2 years to be honest. So, but they are brand newies. The only thing is I think they're a bit of a smaller tyre, but that's fine. They are new, which is the main thing. Gave them a nice hose, backyard. Now, I think there's a, what are these, 195s, 185s? Oh, what are they? They're 175s. And these ones, 185s. These are a bit smaller, which is fine. Proceed to whack them on and drop it down, chuck the hubcaps on, see how she looks. I'll give that wheel a bit of a wipe down too. Give this tyre wall a rub down too because of freaking all the mud on it. That's it. God, they look tiny. They look so little. I'm gonna clean that wheel up and then hopefully we'll put the hubcaps on. Doesn't look as weird. Because look at the size of the, it actually looks like a drag car almost with that taller tyre profile at the rear. But yeah, hopefully if we put the caps on, it won't look as silly. It's just a little bit low at the front too. Compare it to this side where the tyre, oh, it's not too much different. It looks pretty funny though. All right. Oh yeah, rip it up, brother. All right, car's jacked up, wheels off, more access. We need to get to 3 bolts down there, 14mm from memory. I have the long arse extension. Now these bolts sometimes are very notorious for being a pain in the bottom. God, there's so much hay and crap under here from the grass growing up. We need to get to those 3. Now the first 2 are pretty easy, but it's the one at the back there, it's sometimes a bit of a pain. So I might need to swivel on it, but I'll see how we go. I can see like a big gap in the exhaust, so I don't even know if it's tight. So first I'll check if it's tight, and then we'll take it off. Well guys, after about half an hour, we have her off. And I did struggle with the bolt on the inside of it, but I took my time. I just wound it back in and wound it out slowly just so we didn't strip or snap anything. And yeah, definitely found our exhaust leak. What the hell is that? So someone's just sort of made something work, and it hasn't really worked because, well, where it's leaked is where there's almost no gasket material. That's what it should be. That's what someone put in it. Alright. Well, let's get ready to put him in. Oh god, this is a... I can't remember if the rings go... I think the rings go upwards from memory. Because they got little raised sort of rings on the gasket. And then these sort of flat. I think those go up because these have to sit around the pipes. Yeah, I think so. And they sort of recess in from memory. Let's just test it. So both ways doesn't fit. I don't even think this is the right gasket. I don't even think that's the right gasket. Oh guys, I have been fighting this thing. I finally got it in. So the other gasket we had, well, I don't even know where the hell I put it. Where the hell, oh, okay. It was complete wrong gasket. So I tried to get it to work. I couldn't get it to work at all. So I put the old gasket back in and just RTV'd it. We're not leaking from there anymore, but we're leaking from the back cylinder chamber, from the number 6 cylinder chamber in the exhaust. Hasn't even got a bolt at the bottom. So I don't feel like we have a snapped bolt in there. So I'm gonna see if I got one in my stash and I'll try and run one in there. But yeah, that's not not great. Now, because there's no pressure coming out of that cat's ears part, it's all coming out of that chamber at the back of the head. So hopefully I can find a bolt in my stash, usually like a stud and a nut, and have a look at what's in here. So these are all my, here we go, RB20 exhaust. This is all my RB20 stuff. They should be the same sort of thread pitch. Now I think I've got some exhaust studs here, like this. Yeah, so it's sort of like that one's a snapped one actually, see that? So that's how it'll look. It'll be a stud and a nut. So I'll see if we find anything in here and then we'll come back if I do. Well, there we have it. She looks amazing. Let's close the door and have a look. It looks so good, guys. Look how good she looks. Now, I got most of the exhaust leaks sorted, but like I said before, guys, on that manifold, so we might have to change the manifold gasket or take it off and see if we can put another stud on. Hopefully there's not one snapped behind it. It's usually the case with RBs, but they're not too hard to easy out them. So yeah, we put the stripy hubcaps on this one. It actually kind of looks cool with the fat tyres at the back. But oh, I haven't put the aerial up. The next video I'll be driving her back to my new house. I'm freaking keen. It looks so good, guys. Oh my god. It's got some grass all over here, I think, because we got the lawns mowed last week, so it's got grass all over it. But oh, there's a freaking globe hanging out down there. Maybe that's why the indicator doesn't work. I didn't notice that. Okay, that's fixed now. But oh god, this car is so good, guys. I hope you guys have been enjoying me reviving this thing, because it's been a lot of fun. I think once we get her home and get the TI wheels on it, we'll properly clean the interior, because I have all my proper stuff at my other house. Very limited on supplies here. So hope you guys can understand that. We'll try and get this car home in the next episode. I just want to do a nice once over right before we take it out, see if she'll survive the drive. I did take it around the block just before and it did stall out of me when I gave it to it, so hopefully probably need to put some more fuel in it too. So without further ado, I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Subscribe, like, do all the YouTube stuff. Keeps me going. And hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Look after your skylines. Bye.